Hey everybody, welcome back to the 1RC YouTube channel. Today we're going to be pulling the Redcat Landslide XTE out of the box, see what it comes with, see if it really is the deal of the holiday season, which I hate to say it, but I think it is. Redcat was running a special Black Friday weekend, $269 on these things. They were 20% off their normal price, which the normal price is only $329. So even at $329, it's 4S powered, aluminum chassis, 17mm wheel hexes, Hobbywind speed control, 2.4 gig radio. You really can't ask for much more in this category. I mean, a Traxxas Haas, $429. I saw a couple of them. You know, it's amazing the deal that you can get if it's not a complete disappointment. Now I could open this up and it could be, it could be worth $269, if you know what I mean. But from the other Redcat products that I've used, the Gen 8 that we've got, amazing truck, paid $199 for it and couldn't be happier with it. So let's get this thing pulled out of the box and see what it comes with. Just a quick aside before we pull it out of the box, I did want to say we also got another Redcat truck. We'll be doing an unboxing and review on it soon, but I wanted to say it did not come in a retail box like the Landslide did. It came in a regular cardboard box with pieces of cardboard to support the wheels, keep them from rolling, and that was it. Unfortunately, somebody had kicked their foot through it during shipping and kind of crunched the body, and that doesn't happen when you have packages with retail packaging inside. This had styrofoam and everything to keep the truck from moving, and it looks perfectly fine. Whereas the other one had a foot hole through it, and there was dirt around the hole. So you could tell that it was somebody's boot that went through it. So really happy to see that Redcat did that on this one. Hopefully they'll expand that to their other product lines in the future. But I just wanted to give a heads up for anybody that wants one. These things are, come in retail packaging, so your truck's going to be safe. Okay, we got it out of the package. No muss, no fuss. And I did save everyone's favorite part, the plastic wrap on the body. It is still stuck. So if you have your headphones ready, everybody should know by now this is what we do. So we'll go ahead and get that pulled off and see how this thing looks. Oh, can't get a hold of it. Well, they've actually really wrapped this thing pretty tightly. And it's not just a cling wrap. This has actually got a little bit of adhesion to it. So this is a screen printed body. I really appreciate the amount of effort that they put into keeping it looking good when it gets to you. Still using body clips, as you can see. They're hefty and they're bent. I'm really glad to see bent body clips. Those are a huge help. Somebody that's ever tried to do this one-handed kind of knows the struggle I'm going through here. But I'll tell you what, we'll pause it there and come back once I get through this mess. All right, we're back. I didn't want to have everybody suffer through 10 minutes of me trying to do that. Pretty good looking paint scheme. The blue is very nice. Kind of a faux racer back. Kind of looks like an old Bigfoot body, to be honest with you. It's presentable enough for a screen printed body. It is finished in silver on the inside, so may go over that with a coat of black just to have it disappear a little bit better. But underneath the body, got a bunch of warning tags. And here's something that I do kind of want to point out. If you guys want to pause and read that, this is the Hobbywind ESC 8 RTR. This is a 4-cell rated system. But the tag, the warning tag tells you that if you run more than 2-cell, the fan will catch on fire. I contacted Redcat about this, and that is just a misprint from the manufacturer. This is a 4-cell ESC. It should not, I'm not going to say it's not going to, anything could happen. It should not burst into flame on for-sale use. So we get the warning tag out of the way here. And that's just telling you don't plug your batteries in backwards, but honestly, that's kind of obvious. It's got a relatively low kV motor. This, to be perfectly honest with you, this motor should be ran on 6-cell. I'm going to be honest. It's 1900 kV, 1700 kV, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'll check it and put it on the screen here. Down right here. Nope, further. There we go. And the fact that it only runs on 4-cell, it's lighter, and the less power requires it to have less beef in the drivetrain, which the drivetrain is all metal except for the spur gear. So everything else should be fine, but it is way cheaper to manufacture a truck to 4-cell standards than 6. Another slight complaint that I have is the battery tray. You can see it's very narrow. You can see my finger here. It is extremely narrow. The packs stand up vertically, and I don't know how much of a fan I am of that. I think that modern LiPo packs probably survive a little bit better being laid down the way that they're able to be cushioned inside of the casing. A lot of them have foam on the top and bottom, but I've seen them cut open that don't have foam around the edges. So if that's an issue, you know, obviously I'll let you know. It may not be anything. It may just be something that I've never seen it before, and you know, it's just me. It is a triple diff drivetrain, and all 3 diffs are the same. This truck uses a plastic spur on the center diff and just a standard non-helical cut ring and pinion gear in the front and rear differentials. It does use universals instead of dog bones. That is a nice feature to see, as are these aluminum shocks. Mine are a little underfilled. I'm going to let you listen to this. Yeah, you can't really hear anything because there's no oil in there. Definitely going to have to fill that back up. I noticed when I took the truck out of the box, it was pretty well stuck at the bottom of its travel. One thing with the Redcat Landslide, it is completely symmetrical. Left, right, front, back, same parts. You buy a pair of arms, you can use it anywhere on the truck. The bumpers, same thing. Same front and rear. It keeps the part cost down, it keeps the manufacturing costs down, the mold costs down, and they pass it along to the consumer. It's a pretty good way of doing it, and it's also a pretty good way of creating a platform that is very versatile. This could be an 8th scale buggy, it could be a short course truck, stretch it out, it could be a truggy. You know, whatever you want this to be, it can do it. Another interesting feature that I have never seen are Lexan side guards. These are not molded plastic. I'll stick my finger behind here. You can see my finger through it. I've never seen Lexan used there. I don't know if that's going to be a sacrificial piece, if that's going to get scratched up and look terrible, if I should paint it. I mean, let me know what you guys think, if I should paint it or leave it clear, or what you've done with your Landslide. Got an aluminum chassis brace that goes from the front diff case to the center diff housing. Pretty glad to see that, but we are not seeing anything in the rear. You can see the rear drive shaft, but there does not appear to be a rear chassis brace. So that'll be somewhere to keep an eye out for flex. The stand, obviously trying to figure out how it's going to work for us. I just 3D printed that a few weeks ago. You can see a really nice aluminum chassis. It is drilled for a multitude of vehicles, but all in all looks pretty nice. I'd like to see the chassis extend a little further. It goes right to the back of the diff cases, but it would be nice to see it kick up a little bit and maybe be supported or protected by the bumper. That would be a little nicer. I mean, we're nitpicking at stuff here. I've never even driven the truck, so we shall see if that holds up. Also in the box, here we've got the Redcat 2.4 gig radio. RCR2RC, or let's see, 2CH, 2CE. There we go. Reading is hard. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like it. I will be replacing the transmitter and receiver in both of the trucks with radio link receivers to run my RC6G SV3 in. The biggest thing I don't like, I have bigger hands, and the way that this sharp, this compound curve here is a little sharp, and the way that my hand fits, it doesn't fit the trigger very well. I mean, you can see my fingers coming almost all the way to the second knuckle there. So it just ergonomically doesn't fit too well. It doesn't really have a good feel in the hand. So definitely be replacing it. I will be trying it. I mean, it may work perfectly fine, and if you have smaller hands, it may not be nearly as uncomfortable. So we'll give it a shot. Basic functions, but it is 2.4 gig. So flip up the little door, and it gives you your power button, your trim, steering expo, things like that. Like I said, just a basic radio, but thank goodness it's 2.4 gig. It does have a small receiver box to house the 2.4 gig receiver here in the front. 15 kilogram servo, probably not going to be strong enough, but we will see. I've heard that it does kind of struggle to turn tires this big, which surprisingly enough are fairly soft. I was really surprised when I pulled this truck out of the box how soft those tires are. Can't really complain about that, and it's not something that I'm looking to replace right away. Inside the package, you get a full parts diagram for ordering replacement parts. There's also advertisement in here for their batteries and chargers. They do recommend, I think, Genzace or Tattoo batteries, and they've got some Hexfly chargers that they advertise. So just kind of the basics. Not a whole lot with the kit, no tools, nothing like that. Just a basic kit, $269 plus applicable sales tax shipped to your door. You really can't beat it. I'll leave a link below to my personal link through Redcat. I am an affiliate, but I did pay for this truck myself. This wasn't given to me, so even if it was, you're still going to get an unbiased review. I've had products given to me for review before, and it really doesn't change. And I tell all the manufacturers that I've worked with that right up front. Hey, I'm going to be honest about it. If it's great, I'll tell people it's great. If it sucks, they're going to know that too. So we will see as soon as the rain stops. We're still fighting the rainy season. I have a feeling we're going to be fighting the snowy season coming up soon, but it is what it is. It's southern West Virginia in the winter. I'm just thankful we're not buried under 10 feet of snow already. So as soon as the weather clears, we will be getting this out. If you're not subscribed already, please do so. Make sure to click the bell. If you do, you will be notified as soon as that video comes out. And if you'd like to see more, there's going to be a link to our most recent video in this area over here, somewhere over here. Just click on that, watch on through, see what we're all about, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.